Let's go! If you have not noticed, Polkadot has been going crazy over the past 2 weeks and even crazier in the past few days. Since January 10th, DOT's price has shot up from $7.22 all the way up to $14.90 before retracing back down to around $13 where it is now. If you watched my video back in mid-December about why Polkadot will be a top performing coin in 2021, then you would have bought at below $5 and could already have made more than double your money. However, if you missed that video or decided not to buy, that is okay because I post about the best altcoins to buy all the time and there will be a lot more opportunities in the future. Make sure to subscribe so you do not miss out on the next one. Also, DOT is nowhere near finished yet. This is just the very first pump that DOT's price will undergo as it begins increasing towards its true value. In this video, I am going to be talking about some of the most important events on the roadmap for Polkadot in 2021 and how to find a good entry if you want to get into a DOT position. I will also be going over whether or not similar cross-chain interoperability projects like Cosmos will be able to successfully coexist with Polkadot and what the pros and cons of both ecosystems are. So let's get right into what is coming up for Polkadot this year. I'll start with an update on Polkaswap, one of the most exciting upgrades coming to Polkadot ecosystem this year. If you watched the last Polkadot video, then you will know that this Polkaswap website looks a bit different now. The testnet has finally launched, so let's take a look at it. If you have ever used Uniswap or any of the other decentralized exchanges, then this simple interface should be pretty familiar. You just connect the wallet and then you are free to start swapping tokens and providing liquidity. Because this is a testnet, there are only a handful of tokens available right now. Of course, these tokens include Sora's, SOR, and VAL tokens because Polkaswap runs on the Sora network. You can also see that the PSwap token is available to swap for. Another limitation of the testnet is that you cannot create a wallet inside the DEX yet, but if you have a Polkadot.js wallet, you can connect it through the button here. If you want the chance to start building a position of the PSwap token, then there is actually a way you can do that without swapping for it. Instead, you go to the Sora.farm and supply a mix of SOR, VAL, or ETH to be rewarded in PSwap. There is only $14 million locked up farming PSwap right now, so the APYs, they are still pretty high. They are 125, 626, and 433 for the three pools respectively. Moving on, another feature that I have mentioned before is that wrapped Bitcoin is coming to Polkadot in Q1 of this year. This feature is a fairly simple concept, but its importance cannot be understated. We only need to look at the value that other wrapped versions of Bitcoin hold. Wrapped Bitcoin has a $4 billion market cap. REN BTC is worth nearly $500 million, and Huobi BTC is worth another $650 million. So this example goes to show that there are a lot of people holding Bitcoin who want to be able to take advantage of the opportunities for yield on different blockchains. Seeing as the whole point of Polkadot is to connect as many blockchains as possible, there will likely be very high demand to be able to move Bitcoin into the Polkadot ecosystem. This will bring hundreds of millions to billions of value into Polkadot. Another extremely important upgrade that will be coming to Polkadot in 2021 will be the ability for Polkadot projects to mint their own tokens. This will essentially do for Polkadot what the ERC20 token standard did for Ethereum, except Polkadot's version is expected to be even better. This mechanism will be coming through Polymech, the token issuance and transfer network for Polkadot. This is huge for multiple reasons. First of all, right now, it is common for teams that want to build on Polkadot to issue tokens on the Ethereum network to raise funds for development. While this method works, it is not ideal due to the cost of creating and transferring ERC20s incurred by high gas fees on Ethereum. It is also cumbersome at some points to have a project's native token on a different blockchain than it is being developed for. Being able to mint project tokens easily within Polkadot will remove these obstacles and streamline the process of creating new projects. The second reason that this will be a massive upgrade is because of the amount of value that this will bring into Polkadot. For comparison, let's look at how much ERC20 tokens have helped Ethereum grow. Look at this list of projects that have been created using the ERC token standard. Many of these are within the top 50 or top 100 coins by market cap. In fact, back in the fall of 2020, the combined market cap of all ERC20s temporarily passed Ethereum's actual market cap. That means that projects built on Ethereum became worth more than the blockchain's own token. Bringing in the ability to create tokens in a similar manner will allow the same potential for insane growth for Polkadot that ERC20s brought to Ethereum. In fact, Polkadot could even see even greater growth because it has much lower fees than Ethereum does. This will lower the barrier entry to cost for users and developers alike. So, this all sounds good, but if you want to invest in DOT, how do you decide when it is a good time to actually buy? Well, there are two primary methods. The simpler and less time-intensive method is to simply dollar cost average. This means that you would, rather than trying to time the market, you just buy a set amount on a regular interval. This method works by averaging out your cost basis. Sometimes you will buy when it is down and sometimes you will buy when it is up. But in a year or 3 years from now, those small price differences, they won't matter. The other method is using technical analysis to strategically time when you should buy. Technical analysis can get very complicated, but for a token like DOT with very solid fundamentals, active development and lots of hype around it, you can use simple methods fairly reliably. Before I go on, nothing in this video is financial advice and you should always do your own research and practice good risk management. As you can see on the DOT chart, after price stabilized post-listing, DOT consolidated in this channel from mid-August to the end of December. After breaking out of the channel, it had a perfect retest and launched from $7 to 10.5. After this, it retested previous resistance as support before once again exploding, this time passing the resistance in the mid $10 range. After that run topped, we have been retracing. There are two main reasons that I believe could play out from here. The first is that price could dip back down to retest the mid $10 range resistance as support before the next leg up. In this case, you could start laddering bids at the support to slightly below it to catch any wicks and lower your entry cost. The second is that price continues up and breaks through the recent resistance here at around $15. If this happens, then you could wait for a quick retest before buying. While DOT had managed to stay positive on a few days when Bitcoin, Ethereum, and most of the market were red, it is important to pay attention to the big picture of the crypto markets because DOT may return to the norm of trending in the same direction of Bitcoin. Now, let's look at how Polkadot will affect other similar projects such as Cosmos. It is not uncommon to hear Polkadot bulls eagerly claim that Polkadot is an Ethereum killer or a Cosmos killer or something else about how it will put other blockchains out of business. This is far from the truth. The founder of Polkadot has publicly stated that the project is in no way looking to dominate other chains, but rather that one of the main goals is working with them to create an environment where they can all work together and support each other. Even if this was not the case, Cosmos has fundamental differences between its interoperability system and Polkadot's. One of the main differences is how they address security. Polkadot uses its relay chain security to provide security for all the chains that connect to it. This is beneficial because for smaller projects, it is not always easy to create a secure network. Any chain that connects to the relay chain is able to benefit from its secure grandpa consensus algorithm. On the other hand, in the Cosmos system, each blockchain provides its own security. Both of these methods have pros and cons, and it really depends on what type of project a team is creating as to which system would be the best. Another big difference is how the protocols allow blockchains to communicate with each other. Polkadot focuses on the transfer of arbitrary messages, while Cosmos is primarily targeted towards transferring assets between chains. The last major difference I will cover today is the development kits offered by the two protocols. Polkadot's development kit is called Substrate, while Cosmos is SDK. Both of these are provided with the intent to simplify the process for developers to start building new chains with lots of available presets to streamline the process. Once again, both have their own advantages, but this is one area where Polkadot specifically shines. The substrate package is being built by Parity Technologies, a well-known development firm that is building tools for Polkadot. This provides a major advantage to Polkadot because Parity has experience from building, launching, and maintaining the Ethereum 1.0, Bitcoin, and Zcash networks. They have learned a lot from these experiences and they are putting it all into the substrate development kit. Anyways, in conclusion, it is not really fair to compare Cosmos and Polkadot. While they are similar in the aspect that they focus on interoperability, they are different in multiple fundamental ways, and choosing which is better for a project will depend primarily on each project's purpose. So, which of the upcoming Polkadot features are you most excited about? Let me know down in the comment section. Subscribe if you have not yet done so, and thank you for watching.